receiving my content. Your audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. All right, I'm ready. Let us start off with some arena. Let me pop out this chat real quick. Blaze, what's up, man? Hard to recognize that symbol thing you got going on there, but what's good, man? First one in the house. I want to run my 6 stars right quick, and then we're going to jump right into finishing up 6.2.3. I've been having a blast with it tonight. The initial clear, I kind of, oh, did a few things. Made it through with Cap Infinity War mostly. And then I watched some videos on using Killmonger and stuff, and I started rolling through there with him, and it has been insane. So much fun. Ciao from Italy, Massimo. Greetings from Estados Unidos, amigo. Although that's Spanish, I guess. Not quite the same. But grinding some milestones, prepping for finishing Variant 2. Awesome. Have fun with that. Enjoy it while it's here, because, man, once you're done, you're like, what's next? What's next? Use that sexy Cap World War II. Dreaming? I will. In Arena in just a few moments. Because that's about the only place. I don't know. I used him in war one time against, I think it was Counter Tactics, because they have some buffs. And, he can just block for days, being SIG 60 or whatever the hell he is. But thanks, Massimo. Appreciate the good luck. Fitz, English brother from my Georgia mother. How you doing, sir? How is life treating you, sir? Only done 6.2.1. Yeah, I've done 100% that. It was a lot of fun. It was actually pretty easy and not too bad. Not ready for Sinister without a 5 or 6 star Rolk for the Heat Trinity. Really? Okay. I don't have Domino or Massacre, so that's kind of not an option for me. I saw a video earlier, just like an hour ago, of Ghost doing it with just SP3s, so I might end up going that route. I think I used Cap with the um, Angela and Heimdall synergy, so that worked good too. So we'll see. I might try some new things. Next should be 6.2. Just the initial run. Yeah, I don't blame you. The initial run's not too bad, really. I think I had 25 revives in overflow when I started of the 20% variety. And when I was done with my initial clear, I didn't have any revives left. I know I didn't take like some of the smartest paths and stuff, maybe. And then the champion is where I burn most of them. So once I've got that fight down a little bit, I think it'll be a lot easier. But I guarantee you, probably at least 15 of my revives went to fighting that champion, just because I don't have Sim Supreme, so getting him down to a certain percentage, that 10% was pretty tough. And then I didn't realize, like, when he's between certain phases or whatever, when he's unblockable, if you touch him, um, you get stunned. Well, I was throwing my special 3 with magic when I got it while you had Unstoppable up, and she threw the SP3, and of course it stunned me and killed me like twice, I think, before I learned my lesson on that. So, do I speak Spanish? No, Michael. Un poquito, like, very small, enough to like buy me some food at a vendor cart on the street, and then ask where the bathroom is. But that's about all I got going for me, Espanola wise. Whatever I learned in high school. So it's not Carson. What's up, good sir? The Doob? A B Manny stream. Well, in honor of your departure from the Lokis of four, had to fire one up, buddy. Bring you back. Bring you back to the dark side. We've uh, we've already discussed it. We're not gonna do war at all. You're coming back, right? Well, we'll do it for the loyalty. That's it. Got 235 6 star Domino. Nice, Blaze. I'm going to take my Domino and my alt up to rank 2 here very shortly. I need like 5. As soon as I finished Uncollected this month, I'll have it. Don't have Ghost. That sucks, man. I know. I know the feeling. Don't have Angela as a 5 or 6, and your cap IW is 455 Unawakened. Oh, gosh, okay. Yeah, that's tough, man. Doesn't help. celebrating your departure. No, man, we're more. It's like a wake, you know. If you go to somebody's funeral, um, or if you talk to somebody about what kind of funeral they'd want to have, right? They're like, man, I want you to have a party, celebrate my life, and all that. So like, we're gonna miss you. So we gotta celebrate you somehow or another. No, man, it ain't gonna be quite the same. I mean, obviously, you weren't the same BG as me, but I know like you've played with Brian and Mad Cat and some of those guys for, oh man, literally like years. So I'm sure there's gonna be a moment, especially for them, where they're just can't believe what's going on. Oh, don't throw. Oh, gosh, just slow me down here. Crimson Fog, what's up, man? Your Friday night just got better. Good, glad to hear it. I am in the house. I am. I wanted to do a quick live stream before Cade. We'll go head over to him afterwards, and then I'm headed out of town. I got to do some work tomorrow, and we're going on vacation on Sunday. So I thought, you know what, this is kind of the start of my vacation here. Have a good, have a good start to the weekend. Have a little fun, and this is, if I wasn't enjoying 6.2.3 exploration as much as I am, I probably wouldn't, I wouldn't be doing it on stream. But I'm having a ton of fun, man. The numbers I'm putting up with Killmonger and Corvus, it's just, it's like, oh yeah, it makes you feel good. So it's making me feel good. I wanted to share in some of that damage glory. I threw an SP2 with Corvus where the third hit was for 166,000 earlier. So it was awesome. Been a boring couple weeks. Normal, heroic, master, and epic. Gosh, Fitz, I try to space it out, man. I usually do epic pretty quick, but then I like ease through beginner and normal when like champion use is on. So I don't have to really pay much attention to it. And then when completion goes on, I'll burn some refills, finishing up like the last couple chapters in both heroic and master. So I try to space them out just a little bit. So yeah, I've got some content left for there for sure. 3 years. Oh man, that's crazy. That is crazy. I think I picked up this game. Actually, it will be 3 years in about a month. It was right around the first week of July or so, maybe the second week. But that's nuts, man. Long time. Long time. Cade, my son, what's up? Elm, good to see you too, man. I've been pretty good. Just working hard, playing the game when I get a chance, and living life. Aaron Hoodie Lover, good to see you, sir. As always. No way ready for 6.2. Man, it's a lot more intimidating at first, but once you figure out that there are some counters, of course you've got to have those counters as a 5 star. So that kind of can put a kink in it for some people. But then, hold on a second here. I might have just, yep, I lost. Ah, God, dang. Hold up. It's got a bad. I was hoping it would hold up. It's got a bad connection. Come on, where you at? Where you at? 1 sec, fellas. Can you still hear me? Probably should still be able to hear me, but Uh, I've lost my quick time for some reason. Weird or what? But it keeps like disconnecting the game for some reason. All right, I think we should be good. There we go. All right, perfect. We good? We back? Everybody live? Taking you to church. You love my videos? Thanks, Solid Waste the Band. I don't do much anymore, but I appreciate that. I've still got some out there that are relatively relevant, I suppose. But it's all for fun, man. It's all for fun. Yeah, if I had Thing and Sim Supreme, which I knew without Sim Supreme, I didn't really want to attempt a Legend run, and then without like an iPhone 8, I really don't want to. I don't know. I didn't want to fool with it, and I knew I wouldn't get in the phone, and I didn't have the units because like BG said in his video the other day. I mean, a Legend run, if you buy in all the big boosts and stuff for, because I don't want top 100, I want top 40 if I'm going to go for it. You're going to spend a lot just buying boosts and everything to stay up the whole time. Thanks, Elm. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Art of Chaos, what's up? Good to see you too, sir. I watched uh, I watched BG3 take down that thing boss earlier. It looked painful. It looked painful. All right, what do we got here? I think I'm on. I got one more set. Perfect. I'll just load them up, and we're gonna get this thing started. Let's do this. Get them on cooldown. I'll fool with that tier one or tier four basic arena later. It goes all weekend, and I'm traveling, so might might hit it while let the wife drive for a little while or something. All right, here we go. So I this whole side was I mean this whole thing's just been super easy with this team. I didn't even use Ghost last time, so I've got two paths left up here, top side. I think I should be good to go with who I got with me. So let's get it. Let's get it underway. BG3 got a stern talking to. I can imagine. The best performance was Cam's 345 Wasp against Thing. He took him down like what, like well over 20 some odd, 30%. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That there. Oh man, Thing can be a jerk too. So that was good to see. But yeah, I knew once we woke up and we were winning, and then just kind of pissed it away. So at that point, it was just let's have some fun, get it down, get the points, move on. But man, if you guys haven't, if you've got a 345 Killmonger, anybody, I think you could do this whole path, this whole chapter. You also do have to have a 5 star or 6 star void. So fortunately, after not having him for a long time, I pulled a 5 star void about a week and a half ago, I guess maybe. So that's making this like way easier for sure. I wanted to get that special two off. Being able to tank special threes, it's great. It's great. I looked, dude. It was like I don't think anybody did bring a. It was crazy. Like nobody had a saber tooth, so it was just like chuck your champs at them. There might have been one, but it's a pretty nice team. Thanks, Ham. Appreciate it, man. It really, dude, it covers all bases in this particular chapter, for sure. And the great thing is with these Furies and whatnot, like you don't need to build up Corvus if you want to use him either. If you got Corvus, I think even rank four, but he has to be awakened to kind of avoid the death that will be impending. But he could do this too. I mean the numbers are just quite ridiculous. Here we go. Yeah. Oh man, it's so fast. Oh, it's so fast. It's so good. It's so good. Almost soloed variant 2 Black Bolt with your 125 5 star Venom. Okay, nice. Venom's good, man. And yeah, variant 2, he gets a huge boost. So if you can rank him up a little higher, you're set, man. I used Venom the Duck and it was insane some of the damage he did. I did like a 5 hit combo, no, two 5 hit combos in SP2 and killed one of the final bosses. It was nuts. It was great. Thing of beauty. Let's use Corvus. Just get him a quick charge. Contest champion. All right, all right, all right. What is up, sir? Yeah, here. This is what I've been doing. I mean, I haven't even been using Corvus just because I use him so much in Alliance Quest. I wanted a break from him, and I've been having a blast with Killmonger. But this is what I mean. This is what he can do in here. It's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, no charges. All I want to do is get to that special two, and it's lights out. Only a first hit crit, and she's dead. Yeah. Now he's got a charge, so we're good to go. This has been a lot of fun. 6.2.1 was a lot of fun. I did full exploration on it last Friday, I think. And then 6.2, I did like initial clear on the rest of them, but this chapter has been the far most fun so far. I'll have to revisit some of the other ones and see what the best strategies and stuff are. I'm not really sure still what my best options are going to be for that thing, other than what I did. It was pretty painful. Um, I mean, Magic, Captain Beardo, it's just, it's okay, but anybody that's done that fight with Captain Beardo knows it ain't easy. So much RNG, and like, dude, I dash in and then I would dash back out, and I would dash too early or something. And I mean, his block proficiency's high, but it ain't perfect. I wonder how Cap World War II could do. Hmm. There's a lot of paths leading up to that though, and see, I took the path where it removes all the buffs and stuff that he gets. So, I I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I haven't watched any other videos or anything on anybody doing the other lanes with like, I know one of them like had Spied Up and some other things. So I'm kind of curious. There's like no skill boost or nothing. This is great. Oh yeah, for champion. You're right, Dreamin'. I probably said thing because I wish I had him. Yeah, I know. I used all my sig stones too. I got tired of holding on to them, so I put him into cap and ranked him up since I don't have a thing and I don't have a gym. So Dude's throwing back a little half baked. No, 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 not half baked. Oh no, Matthew McConaughey, classic movie, 1970s, high school graduation. I feel like a retard not knowing. Dazed and confused. Boom. Oh, okay, cool, dudes. I see it now. Ha! I had it before I looked up, so I had it. I had it. A little dazed and confused action. Great movie. Great movie. Thing style's your new favorite fighting style, just hands down. Get punched in the face. Yes. Oh, Elm. Yeah. Sorry, man. I should have showed that. 6.2.3 is Icarus. So basically, you can hit them up to like seven. You can get seven times maybe or eight. I'll read it for you. Um, if the defender is struck by an attack or stunned by a parry, I get a Fury buff, granting 10% attack rating. If I get more than eight, or they expire or are nullified, because there is a Doctor Voodoo, not Doctor Voodoo, Doctor Strange, and a Sim Supreme here that can nullify them. If they get nullified, you automatically degen. So the normal way to play this is if the attacker lands a heavy attack, they're removed. So like Cap Infinity War, which is how I played it the first time, was parry heavy, parry heavy, parry heavy, parry heavy. I mean, just rinse and repeat. Kind of boring. Took a little while, but with Killmonger Void synergy, he has a chance to purify the debuffs, and they're just coming so fast. He's just constantly resetting them, and every time he does, he gets power. So I'm regenerating, I'm getting power, and I can go, just keep stacking those. I'm not even worried about how many Furies I get, so just get that, crazy, insane damage. So news. It started just like 20 minutes ago, 19 minutes ago. Oh, throwing over the $2. You are not late at all, sir. I'm going to be streaming another like 25, 30 minutes roughly. But let me get you on the wall, sir. News throwing out them $2. The funder of the worst of decisions. That's going to go to ice cream on my vacation for my kids, or pizza, or they have legal weed in Michigan. But you have to have a medicinal card, so I won't use your money for weed, I promise. But thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Man, as if you didn't want Killmonger enough. Don't BG? Don't you already have him? I thought I saw him in your roster earlier. Okay, so for Omega though, he's not that great. I'll throw him at him just to show you guys. But he's not that good. I haven't been able to solo Omega yet with Killmonger here, but we can try. I think it's just the spores. I can't, I got to be right up on them. The degen. Well, there's Heimdall synergy. See, that just doesn't go well. Oh, just a 4-star? Bummer. Fits your Beardo Sig 154. That's really close to what mine is. Mine is 140, I think. 140 or 150. So nice. But Corvus here can do this fight. 370k. He should be able to do this fight in about 25 hits, I think. So we'll just get rolling and just basically don't even worry about nothing. Might back up here, get those spores off of me. Beta. Oh no, no, no! I'm gonna die! Crap! Ugh! Blech. Your Beardo's 140, 120 for from pulling him. Nice, man. That sounds like a couple of the champs I've got, that's for sure. Voluntaris, what is up? Let me know the best way to play that beast of a robot. What robot would you be speaking of, sir? Let's get these Furies up. There we go. Boom. I don't have Wasp, but it won't matter. Ugh. Playing like a noob here. There we go. Still got him down. Still alive. Sentinel. Yeah, I haven't played Sentinel much. ED is not required for this, that's for sure. It's great. Just fast. Oh man. It makes me think like after I started doing this, I was like, dude, I should have went for Legend Run because I think that Killmonger is faster than Ghost for a lot of this because there's no like dealing with passive AI or nothing. It's just balls to the wall, throwing specials, going to town. But then I realized, like I said, like units, iPhone device, well, thing obviously now, but having Sim Supreme. I mean, there's just a lot of things I do not have going for me. So I'll just casually work my way through here through this. Maybe do another live stream or two here and there if I get going good. Sentinel, uh, is it just get to 100 analysis then SP1 over and over for Sentinel strat? Depends on the fight, but get to 100. I mean, obviously as fast as possible. If you can land a heavy attack with the for his shock, that's huge because it lasts a very long time. And if you need to heal block, you can throw the SP1. The SP2 is going to do most of your damage. In the video that I put out I called it a relatively complete overview of him. I added up the numbers, and I think like a SP2 on Winter Soldier was doing like 30,000 or 32,000 or something like that. So yeah, he can put in work for sure. But he has a few other utility options if you want the shock, or if you need heal block and things. But yeah, just get to 100 as fast as possible. That's obviously your best bet. Pulled man dreaming. I went on a streak before like a lot of these champs, started entering the pool where I pulled Spider Gwen just like I said, man, over and over and over. It was kind of frustrating to be honest. Like you want somebody different, And this is before she got buffed, so you're just like super disappointed. And it was before I think a lot of the shards and stuff came in faster, So I wasn't opening like two every 3 weeks or something. It was just like, okay, well, it's gonna be another 3 weeks before I can get another champion. Try again. And then I got recently I never had Star Lord, and I pulled him twice in a row out of a basic. It was insane. Insane. It was good. It was really. I mean, the odds are not at all in your favor for something like that. Brag about not having Spider Gwen, now you cry about it. Oh, dude, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. One trick to build analysis quick, as well as when hitting into their block. If you have an SP1, yeah, I've heard that too. Throw the SP1 into their block, do a full 5 hit in SP1, and then I guess they can't punish you. Yeah, they can't retaliate it. I mean, he's a lot of fun to play. I enjoy him for sure. It just the game's come so far, or has at least gone in a direction where you have to have a lot of unique counters, and sometimes Sentinel just doesn't hardly fit that bill anymore. It's like Corvus is good for a lot, Ghost is still great for a lot, and then you got like Omega Red and Quake. I mean, those two champs right there are kind of your bread and butter, cream of the crop, so to speak, when it comes to handling like war content and stuff like that. You couldn't do the blocked hits treatment, really, last month? Hmm. I didn't play with him much. That's that's awful. I mean, that's how he's made to that's how he's made to work. You love Spider Gwen, have a rank 4 because you still need rest to get rest of 2015 rank gems from Variant Quest to see if you get science. Yep, that's exactly where I pulled the one that I'm using for it. That I use on Spider Gwen was I got a 2015 gem, and I got a 2015 Tech gem. So man, I threw that right into Star Lord. Even though don't hardly use him for anything either, but I thought, well, where else am I gonna do with this? Let's put in this dude. Oh yeah, Dreamin', I know what you mean. Where you could be hitting into their block and then they just retaliate out of nowhere. That was uh, that was awful. I'm so glad that's gone for sure. But they can, yeah, dudes, they can still block or pop a special. I haven't seen them retaliate with like a medium or light attack, but they can throw a special. Just be cautious when you are hitting into their block. Be aware that they can do that. I've had that happen once or twice. Okay, Mr. Sinister, cornered, buffet, Killmonger. Yeah, Vol. After talking it over with the guys a little bit, I think the the theory or the thing that is needs to be done is to use Quake there or Omega. That's about it. Yep, you said it right there. Quake, Omega. That's about all we could come up with for dealing with that guy. BG put out a video like yesterday too, fighting a thing on that node with his Omega Red. So, and he almost killed him, and he didn't heal up or boost or nothing. So he can do the fight for sure. Just sucks that I didn't quite realize that about one of Thing's signature abilities is that he can't be nullified. So, or his abilities. Yeah. So it's kind of a new mistake on my part. Yeah, you saw the vid right after we ran into the fight. Exactly. I pulled it up right after, and I was like, dude, why did I not watch this fight sooner? Whatever. Yes, last AQ, not even doing a slow combo Rhino, just doing SP2 on me. Second hit into his block, really. And I hit into block all the time with Omega, so it's a bit weird. And it's the only time it's happened in a bit now. Okay, so it's still out there. Uh, Defender. Okay, doesn't matter. Killmonger. I've been pretty fortunate because I had to. There's a few fights like that buffed up Daredevil with Rage that I threw a lot of hits into his block with Corvus, and oh man, this fight might give me some problems. Nope. Okay, he's down. And I never once did he, even when I was kind of slow comboing him a little bit, he never threw a special on me or anything. So it's good to go. That was easy, dude. I got down earlier. Ronan actually hit me with a special with all these furies up, and he's just pounding on me, pounding on me, pounding on me. Well, it killed him because of vibranium armor or whatever. And I was like, man, do I back out? I had 300 health, but I had Heimdall, and I was like, you know what? Nah, we'll just keep going. And by the end of this path, I think I was back to full health within like maybe 3 fights or something. It didn't take long. Once you start purifying these debuffs that start coming on you, like I started this fight at what 48%, and I'll throw specials and take recoil, and he just heals up. Boom, 23,000 medium. Oh, this is so good. Haven't stepped into 6.2 yet. Gonna focus your slow trudge through of the variants. Yeah, I hear you. I burned through variant 1 pretty quick, and I want to say I did kind of the same with variant 2. I went through them pretty fast. Um, it wasn't too bad. I mean, because they had the buffed up champs and stuff you could use. So like Venom, the Duck for me, just absolutely. Let's get him another charge here. Absolutely, just destroyed that chapter. And then I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Like I didn't have a Kingpin. I didn't have King Groot, or at least an Awakened one at the time, because I actually had a 330 and he was doing pretty good damage. But it just was slowish, so I didn't really want to fool with that one too much. And then yeah, I can't remember some of the other ones, but I had some decent options for them. All right, Avenger Charge in the book, no problem. Happy to have Killmonger Void from the. Oh, dude, yeah, it's so easy. Item free, no problem. It's like you're using that little symbiote buddy with the quest. Oh, BG, you are exactly right. It's like I'm using him with like all the buffs that were available to him. Because I mean, what the dude could heal. He had insane damage. He had crazy power gain. Yeah, it's all basically the same. Okay, let's try. This is the last run in here. We know. Yeah, I wanted to show Corvus. I'm gonna try not to f this one up. Here we go. I'll focus up a little. And sorry, yeah, I've never figured out how to get my audio working with the game and stuff. All right, Heimdall synergy's kicked in. One more special, and a special two, and this dude is done. 70 plus 127, 198k. Nice. Keeping the Exploring Today streams. Be back in there tomorrow. Nice, dude. I watched your stream, BG, for like, I wasn't really active in chat, but I watched it for like 2 hours, man. And when I watched it right up until, well, you shut it off and you won and you beat it, and that was awesome. I mean, just like you said in your stream, that's the way video games used to be. Was you tried and you tried and you tried and you had to try different things. And like back then, man, I remember like there was an X-Men game where I couldn't beat the final boss. I can't remember if it was Magneto or if it was Nightcrawler. And dude, we tried and tried and tried, and this is pre-internet era, really. So like you couldn't just get online and see what the answer was or talk to somebody. You had to like figure it out. You and your buddies, staying up late trying to beat this guy, taking turns, and we finally beat him, and just that sense of accomplishment was awesome. Because anymore, I mean, it's like I was watching a ILAC do Resident Evil, and he comes to like one of the safes, and you have to insert the code for it or whatever. You have to know the combination to open it. Well, I guess throughout playing your game and all your exploration, you'd find out what that code was, or the combination, so you can go and open it. But he was able to just pull it up on a website and type the code in. And it's like, well, it kind of takes away some of the, I don't know, some of the fun of it, the exploration, the like, diving into the game. And I remember like certain parts of Castlevania were really tough for me growing up. Back, was that Sega or Nintendo? Yeah, I think it was Sega or Super NES, one of the two. But just trying to figure it out, because you had to do it for yourself, man. There were, like I said, there was game guides and stuff that usually came out, but I wasn't big. I wasn't gonna spend money on somebody to tell me about the game. We just played it. So pre-internet games were impossible. Yeah, right. Like Legend of Zelda. I remember I had this game called Rygar. I don't know if anybody's ever played it before, but Rygar. And I remember being stuck. And to this day, I don't know that I ever got past it. I had to like go from the. I was in this tower or something. I had to like. I don't know if I had to throw my grappling hook up and like pull myself into the next section, but I could never figure out how to do it, and I think I might have just quit. but but yeah, it's things like that where I mean it was all on you, dude, to figure it out. When I was looking on YouTube for help with Road to Labyrinth, the only content I could find was use Switch, who I didn't have. I'm not sure how I started getting into finding out YouTube stuff. I think I found Seaton first. Um, it might have been like trying to search how to beat certain things or how to get around stuff, and I was really fortunate because I did have Scarlet Witch very very early in my account. I got her probably 3 months after I started playing, and had her duped within a very short time after. So yeah, that was huge. I remember I used to not run any points in defense. Or no, no, no. Yeah, yeah, defense. No willpower, no, just no points in defense. Everything was in offense, and then utility wise, of course, parry, stupefy, and mystic dispersion, and that was it. Because she would regenerate like crazy. I mean, stun lock the opponent. I don't remember what War was quite like. I don't know if I brought her in there very much. I used to bring her mostly into Alliance Quest. I know that for sure. And then of course questing and whatnot. And she got me my legend title, so that was pretty sweet. She'll hold a place in my heart. Original Ninja Gaiden, yeah, I remember some Ninja Gaiden for sure. What was the game that changed it all for you? Most formative growing up? Man, damn it. Hold on. Most formative for me, that's tough. There's a lot of, because I played a lot of games growing up. I played everything from, Sonic the Hedgehog to, of course, like Mortal Kombat. I was big into fighting games for a long time. Street Fighter. There we go. Should be good. Croy, what's up, buddy? Chat is for Lokians and OG Banana Granners. Yes, it is. I guess they all come out of the woodwork when I fire one of these up, man. I used to do a lot more, um, but obviously, I'm not as active as I used to be in terms of content. Still grinding, still playing the game, doing Alliance quests and stuff, but step down from leadership and whatnot. Just kind of busy with life, man. Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturdays, Sundays. All right, got my 6 stars in here. I think I want to start the tier 4 basic. Actually, Cade's gonna fire up here in just a few minutes, so we're gonna head over there. But anyway, oh sorry, I wanted to get back to Cade's question. NBA Jam. I mean, dude, Legend of Zelda. We played everything. I started with probably Nintendo and Atari, a little bit on Atari, Nintendo, Sega, Super NES, PlayStation. I went from one. I think I played PlayStation One, a little bit PlayStation. Yeah, I played all the PlayStations. Didn't get much into Xbox until probably Xbox One. I took and played Sega CD. I don't know if anybody ever got a Sega CD or not, but I played that for a little while. That was kind of cool. But Croy, thank you again, man. Sorry, I got off on a tangent there. I appreciate it. Uh, Resident Evil really scared the hell out of me whenever it was on Sega. No, PlayStation, right? Is when it first came out on. Play on PlayStation 1, dude. It was dark. It was scary. It was suspenseful. The dogs jumping through the windows. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And yeah, I beat that game. Just playing it straight up, like no internet, no cheat codes, whatever. Just get the acid bazooka launcher or whatever at the end for the main boss. Um, but yeah, played a lot of those. So I couldn't say if any one particular game and I never thought I'd be into mobile games. I always thought, oh my god, like I used to be in an alliance when I started this game because I just looked it up one night. I was laying in bed, it was around my birthday or something, or right after, and or no, it was right before because right around my birthday I started looking for an alliance. But I used to be in alliance and with some guys who they were dropping, $10 here, $20 there, and I'd always been kind of a saver, and I thought, what the f are these people doing? I talked to another buddy of mine. He's like, oh yeah, man, there's guys that spend hundreds of dollars a week, in our alliance play this game because he was in a higher alliance at the time, and I was like, hundreds a week, what? How could anybody do that? Oh man. Well, turns out it's actually really easy to do, and I've done it. But those days are kind of behind me. Definitely could have spent the money I did on more, instead of crystals and stuff, sig stones, things that were more like account progressive, let's say. But yep, come a long way, and now I really enjoy this game. So I was the first MCO. I broke your YouTube cherry, Matthias. That's awesome. Thank you. I'll always be your first. Found Seaton online dreaming. Yeah, couldn't figure out why Strange stopped working. That's hilarious. Then Heaven sent us Joel. Joel was awesome. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed him for sure. In television, I don't know if I've heard of that. So many classics. Metal Gear Solid. See, I never played Metal Gear Solid, man. I had some buddies that got into it, but I never played it, man. Never played it. Oh, GoldenEye, dude. Yeah, me and my buddy, we used to get down on some GoldenEye with the paintball mode and all that stuff. Yeah, we used to play the fire out of that. Sega CD. Yep, gotcha. One on one, Dr. J versus Larry Bird. Oh, dude, I played that. Let's see, I played. There was some like baseball games I played. There was other basketball games. Dude, the names of them are eluding me, but I can actually see like um, the gameplay and everything in my mind. So, what All Star Baseball 1000, but this is like Nintendo where you could like get like two or three really big beefy batters who are always hitting home runs, and oh man, it was a blast, man. Hockey, I used to play this hockey game with my uncle. That's one of my favorite pastimes. Good memories with him. He's not with us anymore, but he was always the goalie, and we played Madden football, and like he'd hit him from one way or I'd hit him from the other, or like we turned penalties off when we played hockey. So like he'd take out the goalie and I'd shoot the goal and score. So yeah, we I used to have a lot of fun with those, man. It was great. The game was so scary. Even the slow loading screens had me on the edge. Are you referring to? You're probably referring to Resident Evil, right? Oh yeah, because it was like a cutscene. Now it kind of flows, but it was a cutscene. It would cut, and then that door would go, and then you'd step into like blackness, and then the game would come back up, and all of a sudden there's just like zombies on you, and or craziness happening. You got to start running immediately. So yeah, no man, those were intense for sure, for sure. So many great memories. And then Loki got introduced into the contest. Exactly right. Son of a Loki, cost me a bunch of money. Resident Evil was the first game, I believe, where graphics were good enough to go straight from a cutscene into gameplay, which they did with the liquor crawling on the wall in a cutscene. And then yeah, dude, you're probably right. You were just thrown right into the gameplay. It was revolutionary. There was a lot of those earlier games like that where it was like, man, the graphics on this are sick. And then looking back on it, it's like my phone has better graphics on some of these games we play. But for the time, everything's progressive, man. It really was quite revolutionary. It was a lot of fun to play. I remember being scared out of my mind, dude, playing that game because when it came out, I was probably like 12, 13 maybe at the most, and weekend playing it at night in a dark room, all the lights off. Oh man, that's the way to play games. I miss those days, dude. I do miss those days some because yeah, everything's changed so much, and the amount of time you got to dedicate to stuff kind of changes along with it. Now, when my kids get old enough to play some of them, I think it'd be cool to like hop in there if I still got it and play with them. But we'll see. Double dribble, oh, Art of Chaos, yeah, double dribble, gotta love it, man, gotta love it. Have I ever heard about Secret of Monkey Island? No, Massimo, that's not one I'm familiar with. Never heard of that. Pick a slim, medium, or chunky dude. No, Double Dribble was a basketball game, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I played all those games high as a kite late at night with the lights out. Yep. Ah, dude, it takes you back, doesn't it? It's like trip down memory lane for sure. Finding a good solo game is hard. I don't know like anymore. Mobile games are like geared towards like loot boxes and microtransactions, so they're not really much fun. It's hard to see like the progression light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. Because the availability to just like buy the best stuff and all that's like made available to you pretty quickly. Console wise, like man, yeah, I've got an Xbox 360 that my kids play. Like I bought them a racing game, motorcycles and ATVs, and then I had a PS3, but it finally quit working on me, so I haven't replaced it. I've got like Gears of War. I really enjoyed that series on Xbox 360. I've got the last one I haven't even opened yet. But see, here's my thing, man, is the acoustics in my house. Like I don't have a man cave, so I'd have to play it in my living room, and the acoustics in my house are hot, dude. You don't have to talk very loud to hear somebody on the other side of the house. And if I want to play Gears of War at night, high as a kite or whatever, so yeah, I don't get a chance to just rock out with my uh, stuff out as much as I like. Uh, man, this just keeps on crashing here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call this stream. Kate should be going live. This is just a nightmare trying to keep this thing connected for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't want to work. It could be the cable, could be whatever. But thank you everybody for coming by. That was 6.2.3 and a little dab of Arena. Um, Hopefully you did enjoy it. Maybe you didn't learn something, but you know, we're all here for good times anyway. But thanks again to the Anuj and the Croy for dropping a couple bucks my way. And I appreciate everybody swinging by. And we'll see you over at Cade's. Take care.